Our tree job. Mike was just digging that stump out. There's the back of our tree truck. There's a couple of saws. There's a toolbox. Okay, Mike, take it over. Yeah, just point that here. Ah. Let's see who's go. Yeah, 36 is sharp. Grab the 26. It's got a little bit of dull. Yeah. And our toolbox. You can sharpen anywhere. Okay, you can sharpen right here, but I'll get cold and wet. Come on, let's go. Ah, on the chipper tray. We don't have the grub hole, Mike?
No.
Okay. Alright, first up, you need leather gloves. Alright? Because otherwise you're gonna eventually cut your finger. Yeah, it's not nice. Mike, you done it?
Oh.
You've seen it done though.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna get rid of some snow. Bang. Ah. Hey, take a look at this. Oh, that's a turkey feather.
Yes.
Here's a spare chain. These are files. Okay, these are boxes of files. And for the old 26 or 261 or whatever they call it now, we're gonna use a smaller file than we have here. I bend it a little bit. This is a still filing guide or file handle. Okay. Here. We're in. Features on this little baby. That angle right there is the angle you want to sharpen. So if you keep that parallel, and then that there, you stick that and watch. Here. You grab your, that's to move your chain. Otherwise your gloves get cut. Now I'm going to clean out the tops of these. I'm going to grab a file. I'm going to use the back of it to point some stuff out. Close up, Mikey, from the top. Now you see how the point of that is a little bit round?
Yep.
And the point of that one is nice and pointy.
Yep.
Right? And then that one's a little bit round again. Oh, look, this one's broken right off. Hey, the chain's dull. When that's not sharp, pointy sharp, the chain's not cutting. It's dull. Okay. Now, on this side, we hold it. We put our body on it to hold it still. Okay. Now here, that's going to take about 10 sharps. So what you would do is do that one first. So you count the strokes. Okay. Now you see here. Mm-hmm. Now get a top shot. Yep. You see the angle on the end of the file handle. Yep. Okay, it's parallel with the bar, and in the new chain, the file is nice on. That line, get a real good close up because the line's not. Oh, there you go. There's the line. There's a line. There's a line. See that line? See, you keep your file parallel to that line when you stroke. But when you stroke out. And you pull it back against what we call the raker. And carries out the sawdust and prevents the tooth from biting too deep. Alright, so now here, let's start. Now get a close-up of this. You can watch the... Eight, 9... I'm going to do 10. And if that chipped tooth is bad, he can stay bad. I'm not going to waste the rest of my teeth over one chipped tooth. Alright, now... There we go. See? Okay. Now another thing, the angle of the file. Now go from the end. Go from the end, Mike. Give me an end shot. Okay. The file, that's a right angle. Right. Now what you want is not straight, but you want just a little bit up, 5 degrees, a little bit up, just so it's not flat, just so it's a little bit up. And that gives the tooth a profile that'll drag it into the wood. See? Okay. So we gave that one what, 9? It works for me. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now you see, I'm parallel to that line, and that angle on my file handle is parallel to the bar. Okay, we're going to do the other side. We're not going to sharpen the whole chain on one little video. We're going to do the other side. Usually we get a little chip of wood to put under here. And then to do this side, we hold it down like that. You don't put it on steel. And we go from this, we go from here. Back up so the folks can see the position. Okay. 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. Huh? 2. This is how we do the other side. See, now you can do this laying down on the grass if necessary, if you got nothing to put it on, or if the customer's deck or whatever, you don't want to get iron filings on it, it's too pretty. Let's go again, and then I'll show you the rakers. Okay, now, this is a bar cleaner. Oh! This here is what we call a bar cleaner. These hooks are for cleaning the inside of the bar. We're going to do that. There's your angles, right? So if you're going to go nuts, you'd be like, oh, let me check my angle on my tooth. All right, so there's your 35 degrees. And it should have 30, but it doesn't. Well, that's old school. I guess it's 32. Having also the 30-degree angle. Okay, fine. Now, what they do, they get a flat file. What you can do with this sucker is you get a flat file, and there's your raker, right? But that's backwards. You gotta, same like with the teeth, you gotta turn aside, you gotta do the same for the rakers. What people do is they file this off like that. But you don't need to do that, and you're gonna end up filing your gauge too. What you do when the chain is halfway down, when you file the way half the tooth, give the raker 2 strokes. Like this is the way I do it. I do it without a handle. I do it like this. 2. The file's messy. And 1. This file's a little rusty. It's not cutting great, but 2. So you see, now Mike, take a look at that one. That's been filed. And now this one, this hasn't. What's happened here, and I'll come around here, Mike, go for a side shot. What's happened here, you see, the top of the tooth, right, from tooth to tooth, the raker's, the raker, you can see, I want to get them a good shot of this. The raker, you can see, there's like what, I don't know, a couple millimeters there for the, you know, for the tooth to sink into before that little nub of steel stops it. So if you put something flat across the top, and the raker's like less than a millimeter from your flat thing,
yeah, it's not cutting.
Then yeah, you're not biting the wood. It's keeping the teeth out of the wood. Okay, next, Mikey, where's the chainsaw key? That's what we call the chainsaw key. Is what we call
behind the seat.
The saw wrench. It's behind the seat.
I think so.
Okay, well then we're not going to do the cleaning. We're just going to give you that sharpening thing. Oh yeah. Okay, now chainsaw operation. Here, watch me. Okay, the proper way to start it: put the choke on, put it on the ground. Right. Then take the choke off. This has got a half choke. Okay, I start it like this. Oh, it chokes on. You want whatever you're cutting, you want to stall it, right? Here. That's the dog. That's the dog. It grabs, it's called the dog because it grabs onto the wood. Watch. Mike, let me give you the dog action. Watch this. One hand, the hand holding the top handle, keep the arm straight. Well, okay, Mike, come here, watch the dog go in. See the dog? Right? Like that. Here, watch this one here. There you go, Mike. Okay, so juniper smells great. It's a lovely wood. Okay, so here, take a bigger cut. Anyway, bottom line, the arm holding the top handle, keep it straight. Don't go like this. Okay? Here, we'll do a cut back here. All right? bars going into wood, eh? That's not that great, especially if you're beginning, eh? So we're gonna roll it around, go back to our cut. Don't do this. This is what I do. And there you go. There you have it. Got a little wood. You can cut like that. But if you go to school, they'll tell you not to do that. I do that. Don't do as I do. Do as I say. Okay? Keep this arm straight, always. And you really should wear eye protection, hearing protection, and chainsaw pants, and yeah, and a hard hat. You need a hard hat. That's what you need. Anyway, so now you've seen how to sharpen a saw. It's too bad I don't have a saw key right here. Where do you figure the saw key is, Mike?
Behind the seat.
You sure?
On the driver's side.
Okay. Come here, I'll show you what the inside of a fancy tree truck looks like. Here's our toilet paper in case we gotta go in the bushes. Oh, you gotta, okay, these are our old boxes. Mike, Johnny put it in here, didn't he?
I think so.
Yeah. No, that's no.
No?
Those are keys, but they're quick cut keys.
Oh.
Oh, man. No chainsaw key?
I don't know.
Oh well. Okay, watch for the video on cleaning your saw and maintaining your bar, dressing your bar. That's coming next. Anyway, so to my friend, what's his name, Cave Alaska. That's how you sharpen a saw.
Okay.
Okay, wait. Now the tension of a saw. Come here.
All right.
A saw like the Stihl 26 up to the 044, depending on the life, it's got a long bar more. Where you want, when you raise the saw, when you grab the tooth, get a good nice shot of this. When you grab this, actually this one's a little tight. It's not so bad though because it's a smaller saw, but 3 drive links, the bottoms of 3 drive links, maybe on the 26 too, the bottoms of 3 drive links should clear the bar. Here we got 1 clearing, 2 clearing. That's okay for a smaller saw. On the 36, the MS 361 or whatever they call it now, it's 3. And then you longer bar, bigger saw, you know, you can go up to 5, 6, 7 drive links showing. And on the MS 200, what the gentleman was referring to as the top handle saw, which is what it is, a top handle saw, you want to show 2 drive links. Also, anytime your chainsaw is not running properly, like smoothly, everything perfectly, something's wrong with it, stop it, deal with whatever it is. Clean the air filter, clean the bar, like clean it, maintain it because you're hurting it. Okay, you're hurting the motor, you're hurting the bar, and you're not doing yourself any favor, you're taking a lot longer to do the work. So that's it. Oh yeah, leather gloves, because you'll nick your fingers. And further on the sharpening, you want to be careful, right? You want to have a steady stroke. You want to right up the tooth. You see, now look down here, Mikey. Check it out, right? Like down here, come from the side. You see how the bottom of my cut from my file is just above the link, right? The connecting link here. You want it to stay at that level right to the back. Well, we have a tendency in our laziness and inexperience, sometimes we can let the file right up or press down too hard and go too deep. Well, you want it steady. See, The uniformity of the teeth, of their dimension and sharpitude, is what the overall uniformity is what allows you to your efficiency in cutting and prevents the saw from, you know, sometimes when the saw goes like crooked in the wood and gets stuck, that's because one side's sharper than the other, or one side's longer than the other, or that's because the teeth are not uniform. This is like 1800, 1700 RPM. It's a series of chisels running at high speed. And they have to work together. They have to work in concert or they will not work. And that's it. And it's still a very good product. Another thing, in any chainsaw, you want a European product. In your chain, you want a European product. And in your file, you want a European product. Everything else is crap. Nobody else is able to produce these items, or maybe it's not that they're not able, they just don't bother because the Europeans are already doing it so well. Germany and Sweden is where chainsaws are made. The Japanese chainsaw is passable, the Echo, and I hear Shindawa makes one, but I don't like them. They're halfway, you know. They're better than our cheap ones and the North American cheap ones, but they're not this. Another thing too, you got, when you're still products, you got your cheap one and you got your good one. The difference is the crankcase. On the expensive models, the crankcase is aluminum. On the cheap ones, it's plastic. So the result is that if you're going to do any amount of work with it, you want the expensive one. Okay? You want the aluminum one, the solid one. And that's it. That's how you sharpen saws. That's a little bit of it. I'll do another one tomorrow. Thank you. Bye-bye. Okay, now we got to upload this to... Gee, there's a car going by. Oh, look, there's the front of a tree truck. And there's some beautiful juniper. That's really nice wood. You know, the Vikings used to make planks of their ships with this material. They grow slow. This one was so big, I just had to keep it. This wood is like, it's resistant to rot like cedar, but it's hard. It's a great wood. It's a great wood. Juniper, and that's where the word gin comes from. Because that's the flavor of gin, is the flavor of juniper. There's little berries. They're all gone now. They've all been through the chipper now. Oh, no, here we go. Here's a little juniper sprig. Oh, you see there's a little berry? Ah, you can't see it. Here, let's find it. Any juniper berries around? How you making out, John? That's John. He's another tree man. That's Mike. He's taking out rocks from around a stump. There they go. We're gonna go stumping on the back. Anyway, so that's it. That's it. I wish I had a juniper bear for it. Well, maybe I got one here. Nope, that's spruce. That's pine. No juniper berries. Oh, that's too bad, isn't it? All right. Well, there we go. There's your video. Thanks, dudes.